Well, you look so fabulous.
She's just been
I look good in black, huh? I always wanted to wear.
Now, what are these black outfits, girls?
I don't know.
Boy,
Deep
I was going to
down,
wear
Basically,
deep down, we all wanted to be nuns. Joanne too.
We are missing only Judy Leffner and her husband.
Actually, they have the honor of always being the last people in
Fine,
here.
where are they? Now, who was
Oh,
first?
really?
Okay, well, where is us? Because it's the only two that
Take a picture. What is that? You guys.
smile.
And what's the name? Somebody.
Yes, I want to do all these outfits.
I have all of them.
Walls chance in the far.
class.
No kidding.
Young man's happy day.
It's too big for her.
That's good.
Me and my shadow.
Oh, she's got a camera. I knew it would be Ozan. Look at this.
There, but who's there? Well, she's got a name tag.
Well, let's see.
We need five.
Okay, we'll leave it. You can't get all one table.
We're supposed to wear your uniform.
Are we selling these videos? Or?
Hi, everybody. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're so glad to see everybody. Wow, what flashes from the past after 25 years. On memory lane is, I'd like everybody to stand, so push your chairs back and get ready to do it, just so we know who everybody is, as I call your name and the husbands too, okay? No, not all of you. Hey, these are Rezites, remember? Anna Marie, this is for, yeah, Pat to stand up, right? Pat McKinley is here with her husband, John Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Linda Ozag is our resident camera. Sam. Barbara Skura Anderson, her husband, Robert. Judy Leffner, late as usual. With her husband, John Kozowski. It's all his fault. We know about that type. Kathy Kennedy, here with her husband, Ernest Chemnitz. Ray Marie Pfeiffer. Joanne Sikowski with her husband, Dennis Dawson, all the way from Texas. Suzanne Powell with her husband, David Anderson from Arkansas. I'm real confused about this because I see Alfie Christensen. She was supposed to be with her husband.
She came with us instead.
It's all their fault, Alfie. Jean Prowse with her husband Rick Valen from Arizona, from Tucson. Could you tell? Could you tell? Always the mistress of subtlety.
Everyone else wore black. They stole my outfit. What else could I do?
Mary Ellen Grimes Knuckles. Who used to be Sister Mary.
Sister Roseanne.
Sister Roseanne.
No wonder I didn't.
They took back her veil. Kathy Condon, I would say Chihon, I would say in Polish, Chihon. Oh, okay. The Polish princess, I should know. Kay Bigby Rollo. She's in the bathroom. Whoops. Barbara Novinsky Lacatina. Okay, Kay Bigby making her entrance.
Gate crashers out there who won't come in, and I'm trying to talk them into coming in.
Who's there?
Margaret Berry and Karen
Barb. Sandra Tortorise Schott. Elizabeth Kurth. All the way from Toronto. Franny Norick. Bobby Jarris Wood. A lot of volleyball, isn't it?
I still have it.
Teresa Wojcik Cherry and her husband Roger. And I'm Carolyn Russell Kitty. Okay, we've got all sorts of wonderful tacky and not so tacky things going on. After dinner, we're going to let you enjoy that, but see these little purple sheets? And drop off a load at each table. Write it down so we can share it, okay? Good things, bad things, anything that you remember, because as I was putting this stuff together, I found 3 things that happened that were just kind of bizarre, weird, or funny. Relating to somebody who's here, not here, whatever, okay? So share with us something that you might remember that you want to share with everybody else. Other than that, you're on your own. Happy dinner.
Remember, praise be Jesus Christ.
For being able to play volleyball after school. Who remembers ripping out the hem of Marian Gonsewski's skirt in the front of the class while the rest of everybody else wore sausages around their waist, going to and from school? Marianne Ross borrowed 3 cents from Linda Ozak for milk at lunch and never paid her back. Mrs. Hannafin never got up from her chair, ever. Who remembers Linda reciting "To be or not to be" in a weird accent in Sister Charles's English class? Who remembers kneeling down to see if your skirt was the proper length? Elizabeth Curtis remembers many lectures on hairspray and how the nun said it was an example of a proper, said she was an example of a proper hairdo. And of course she wore hairspray all the time. And separately. And if you dropped your pencil and papers, she used to make you leave them on the floor. It won't go any further now. Sister Aloysius wondering what brassiere she wore under her low back dress. Joey Raimondi and Jim Hankow, who played at our sock hops in senior year, went on to found the band CTA, which became Chicago. Read that one over again. Joey Raimondi Lundy and Jim Pankow, both Northwest Siders from the neighborhood. They played at our sock hops. They were desperately, yeah. Yeah. Hey, back then, did we know anything? Okay, went on to found. First it was CTA, became Chicago. Yeah. Who remembers when Gretchen?
I dated Joey for 5 years.
I got a lot of them, ladies. Gherkin Finn. Fins are the bold. Okay, do you remember Mrs. Hannafin, also known as Hannafat? She sat at a desk with her legs wide apart and never stood up. Second one. Somebody used to make crepe paper pom-poms in the back row, and you could really see up her skirt. See, you guys, you thought there wasn't anything going on over there. Who remembers Liz Kurt's Mary Ann Ross gloves? White one way, black the other way. Kathy Kennedy, climb every rainbow till you find your dream. Remember having our class rings turned? How many of you are wearing your class rings? How many still fit? For lunch. If you do, please stand up and conjugate to be lingua latina. Sum, es, sumus, esti, sum. And he wasn't even there. Who remembers the Roman orgies? Whoever did find out what they wore under those togas? Go, Ray Marie! Who sat next to Joanne Zakowski in the detention room when Charlie, Sister Mary Charles, caught her cutting across the hall? Does anyone know if Sister Marguerite ever straightened up? More about this bell to come. Sister Gracie Ann, the command to be specific. Waiting for a bus, a CTA bus at Dickens and Harlem, having the owner of the cafe on the corner shag us out into the cold from his entranceway from Barber Square. Okay, this one I think we have to ask her about because this sounds real interesting. Suzanne Powell's riding in a cab to and from school with jump seats and people always staring at us. Our favorite wisecrack was, take a picture, it lasts longer. Would you explain that?
The cab had the back seat, and then there was little seats that you could pull up.
Right.
And there was always two of us that would sit on those seats because we filled the cab. We had the front seat
But
full.
why were you taking a cab in the first place?
Because we lived that far away from the school. We lived in River Grove and Franklin Park. We didn't have school buses.
Wow. They didn't have schools in River Grove, right? Wondering why you're going to Resurrection, right? Yeah.
No, sitting in the middle of the,
Oh, more stuff. Kennedy was pronounced dead. I remember being in advanced algebra, Sister Therese, and the notice of his being shot came through, and it was like, take out your rosaries, girls, immediately. Like you have a choice. Explaining how painful it was to remove it. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Aspirants got to go to the new school through the tunnel instead of walking outside in the cold. They had connections. We'll get to smoking. Notice that they're all at that table. Smoking, yeah. Mary Ellen Grimes. What? Who remembers the Punchki after chapel on Friday? Only good thing about Fridays is Anna Marie remembers the Wizard of Oz. Notice the 50th anniversary of the Wizard of Oz. Boy, that was our class play. There's a message there. Sister Marguerite's bad breath. America. Sister Aloysius, known as Sister Aloysius, Sister Benigna, Sister Beanie, teasing hair in the bathroom, and who was the homeroom teacher that wrote who was the boat queen? Her boobs.
Somebody had to do it, you know.
This one was not signed, you can tell. Comes to the cafeteria. Stone.
There was a,
Explain. The old cafeteria. Okay. Convent, which was a real trip, and then 2 years in the new modern high school.
New modern?
The 2 years in the convent were very interesting and probably made us what we are today. They allowed us for a period of 15 minutes, maybe after lunch, to put on the jukebox, which is a real concession to the 20th century. And we could dance. So I got a couple of flashes of poetry in motion. I want to go home. The lion sleeps at night.
The old school was in the library. The new school was, okay, that had to be the old school.
This one isn't written down, but speaking of dancing, I remember the first dance when we were in junior year. They allowed us, and they weren't sure they were going to do it because we were just juniors. We had a dance in the gym, and that was when we were starting to dance not together, you know, like moving our bodies. And the band played something, and we got out there and we danced, and all I remember, Bobby Jarvis.
I got sent home because I had culottes on.
Do you remember the nuns getting in a circle around us and the music stopping?
Taking you hostage. I got
That was it.
I had culottes on. I had to leave.
Doors, girls.
Who said that?
Kathy.
No. What nun said it?
They all did.
Door closing 101.
How about those old bloomer gym suits?
I remember taking a shower.
Sock hops in the old gym with the jukebox.
Oh, girl. You could run the shower and just walk out and they never knew where they were going.
Okay, back to the gym and back to the jukebox. Whatever happened to that jukebox? Maybe the nuns used it because it never went to the new school. But they never turned it on for Lady Mary.
Lady Mary was,
She lived?
nuns were all now working at restaurants. Nuns?
Which used to be John F. Kennedy, which used to be Northwest. Hi from Blue Velvet, the junior ring dance. Table number 4.
Knowing what I know now,
Back to the convent. Whenever we were allowed to go into the nuns' living quarters, it was, you know, we had such curiosity about these 300-year-old women that lived in Dark, it's a name we've heard, who happens to be Judy Leffner's sister's brother-in-law, twice removed. She also has 2 sons. Used to be superintendent of schools once upon a time. What is he doing? Still is. Not going to be that tacky for anything. Do you remember afternoon sock hops in the new gym without boys?
Yeah, of course.
Anybody remember Sister Teresa's carpet?
No.
Oh, flying carpet. Green Elfie? What did we do on that carpet? She would call us on it.
Stand on it.
You had to stand on it. Go to board. Do that. Remember how she used to really, if we didn't have that math problem done right, it was all over the place. Go to board for the rest of your life. Does anyone remember the meetings in the grotto? It didn't come back from the laundry.
Can we do that at the 50th?
And who remembers
they went a little.
Or your white gloves. What happened?
I don't know. You didn't dare not have it. Since we're not allowed. And to Henry Chesfield. Mr. Consolata. Bobby Jarris again, Blue Velvet. Everybody remembers Blue Velvet. How about kneeling or standing at the cafeteria because there weren't any chairs? I don't know, Anna Marie must have been in trouble a lot. Anna Marie sitting on the rug in Sister Teresa's room. The carpet. Somebody else remembers when Anna Marie was the Keep Neat Queen. Anna Marie, you want to talk about that? Kathy Kennedy remembers the sanitary napkin disposal unit that always malfunctioned. Now, for those of you who are, but it was a great idea because it would once. I told you it'd get tacky. Okay, Eileen's embarrassed, so I'm gonna move on. Who remembers changing for Jim in the hall and the fire inspector showed up? Eileen Amato is remembering kneeling on the floor to make sure your skirt was long enough. We did that a lot. In fact, I think probably in those formative years, it was Chapel Vale's first Fridays and jelly biscuits, except they weren't jelly, they were custard biscuits.
No, they were jelly.
Yeah.
They were jelly.
Maybe I know. Sister Lydia Mary, the lid, Miss Bellow, and rogitate. Who can rogitate?
Volleyball.
Song. Funny she should mention, because we're going to sing that one. Oh, we're going to do it.
If you are going to dwell.
It's coming. Granny's going to lead that.
All right. And we all are bound for.
Who remembers the sophomore talent show?
When we saw
Real good car.
Number 4 again. Who remembers freshman year, possibly sophomore, but I think freshman year, this is one that just hit me the other day. Back in the kind of embarrassment in Miss Vello's gym class, we were playing with a medicine ball, we were sitting on the floor, and it hit her, and her wig flew off, bald as a cue ball. And she just died of embarrassment, and we never saw her again.
Oh, no, we think
Now Judy's chatting.
out of the school and she had cancer.
And she was so self-conscious, and everybody, you know, she never talked to anybody. It was just a horrible thing. And I remember all of us sitting in 2 rows, just horror-stricken when this thing happened. And nobody had anything. You know, it was too bad because we all wanted to say something or do something. Bobby, because she wanted to look like Twiggy.
And she finally did it. All right.
For 25 years. Who tried to phone the Beatles and reach their hotel room? Anybody know who did it besides Kathy Kress?
Wait, say again.
Who tried to telephone the Beatles and reach their hotel room?
Oh, I love it. Who did it?
Who made togas for Ken and Barbie dolls? Togas. Kathy Kress and Senya Antonowski.
The only one in our class who could take a test and get 100. Do the curve for all of us.
Who remembers when I taught French class when Mademoiselle Fontana was having her miscarriages? Remember that? Anybody in that class? She ended up 20 years later teaching for me in my French language program. Can you believe that? She lives in Parker. Yeah,
Mrs. Jackson.
real interesting.
Jackson.
Yes.
She was history.
We didn't have French time.
Not in the old school. French was only in the new school, Freddie.
We had no
Freshman year was not available.
The frogs were not even recognized as
That's right. That's why they had nobody to sub. And
I remember that.
her name was Mademoiselle Fontana. She was right out of school. She's 6 years older than we are.
Oh, I remember. Young, very, very young.
And Monsieur Farini's wife has always said she's loved resurrection better than
Those nuns stiffed her on her pay. Hey, there's more to tell
Her
here.
husband makes a lot of money, don't worry about it. But
That's right.
she did say that she wanted to be here tonight to come and see everybody if she could. But, and Gail Scalzo and all the other people that were in her class, really, she enjoyed speaking here, is teaching French too. And she loved all of us and would have loved to.
Well, we could call Biggie here. Bring large, thick magazines to sit on so the heat of your body does not arouse your partner. Plus, no pearls with scoop neck dresses. Do you believe this? No pearls with scoop neck dresses. No white tablecloths because they look like sheets. We don't want to use white sheets anymore. If someone from another planet were listening to this, they would say, "What is this second group?" Never believed it.
Wasn't that
This was
about our school?
Senior year, new cafeteria with this ever increasingly wonderful food. Elizabeth Kurth was on a diet or eating healthy or something like that in those days.
She never did that.
And she ate hard-boiled eggs every day for lunch.
I remember this. Oh, Carol.
Remember you love it? So of course I brought a raw egg and I switched it in her lunch when she went up to get milk. So she sits there and she cracks it all over her wonderful
Blazer and skirt.
all over the skirt, and right after lunchtime, no delays, no screwing around and talking and laughing and all that stuff.
This raw egg.
So the two of us, so she had this egg made it foam. It was hysterical. It was just truly wonderful. The fact that she's still talking to me is rather amazing. She was very disturbed.
She's still disturbed.
I can see that.
I can vouch for that.
Carol, I'll never forget. She'll never forget you, Carol.
We've come to the end of the flashes that you've all written, and I think it's wonderful that we were able to share with each other some of the things that we thought of really fun in those days. What more, Roger?
The model, the jacket.
Table 4 is out of it, you know?
I thought this was a tacky table.
I counted 1, 2, 3, 4.
What I'd like to do now is the congregation of the She has ever so kindly consented to get together all these wonderful door prizes and stuff, and she is going to take over and do door prizes and awards for various and sundry things that she spent many, many sleepless nights thinking of. We're going to do that, and then what I'd like to do, you remember the nun who told us not to marry black men because we would have polka-dotted babies? I'm going to bite my tongue and not comment. Agenda, what I'd like to do is, let's do our prizes and our door prizes. And then
They're still sober.
while they're still sober, it's to do that. And then we'll move on to the ending part of the program.
You're taking a minute. What do you keep doing? What are you doing, Linda? What are you doing? Are you great, by the way?
Oh, excuse me. Hand over here, Eileen.
I mean, I
Did. Oh, that was, where was Ronald? The latest in winter wear. Union dress by
The whole stuff. We all thought it was practice, and the nuns come out, it's not practice, and we all go, this sort of stuff, it's not practice. Somebody came here, something, cafeteria or something. No, we're waiting on it.
Oh, I fell in love with this.
Mary Ellen, are you done with that?
Not bad. Yes!
I didn't know.
Cheers and everything.
Who in this room has the most kids?
Yuck.
Who is a good Catholic? Who is the best Catholic in this room?
Nobody?
Sandy's back, all right?
All right. You mean?
5 kids, and she's as skinny as a rail.
She's the fittest one.
Naughty, naughty. Okay, come on up so you get to sit back now. You probably have the most grandchildren. Okay, you get the mug that says a mom makes the house a home. Yeah, we do. Congratulations. Okay, who is one to become a grandfather? Who is a grandfather?
will become grandfathers.
When was yours? What? Okay. When was your grandchild? This year. 9? How old is your grandchild? You are the first one. Grandpa on board. Now, wait a second. Joanne came from Texas. I don't know my geography, so...
I came from Tokyo.
Oh, Toronto.
Canada. I came from Geneva. Switzerland.
Toronto,
No,
Canada.
I came from Tokyo. I came from
Hey, the girl went potty. She give it to her now.
Look at her.
Toronto, Canada, party in Texas. I don't think so. Okay, stand up.
Oh, we gotta get a picture of these two out here.
She came by way of Washington, D.C., but I went to Washington, D.C. just last week, so I Okay, the good thing is two of you, because here's two guys. Traffic. All right.
What did you get?
Luggage name tag.
Luggage to get lost on the way home.
Say what you said, you didn't get it.
Lovely ladies.
Not a chance for Jerry.
Stand up. Who? When did you get married?
This lady over here. Going on 2 years. That's new. 2 years. That's new. Ask what we're gonna get though.
2 years. Stand up.
Now you also have to reveal many.
Just a second.
How to? We were just checking.
I have to find out, where do you live, first of all?
Hayward, Wisconsin.
Oh, my.
Now is this number 1?
Question is, how long are you going to be in town?
Till Tuesday.
Oh, good. Because you got to go to Hoffman Estates to redeem a $10 gift certificate at Jones Hallmark. So, go to Hoffman Estates, you know, $10 gift certificate.
give me a
Oh,
break.
who's the mother-in-law?
No, my son's off to North.
Hey, these people are saying they're grandparents, but they must be mother-in-law. You're it.
Marry off, we couldn't have children and have children. They wouldn't have minds unless they were married. Am I right?
Now, you just started late. Nobody else has grandchildren?
I have grandchildren.
How many?
We have 3. It's not fair. It was my husband's precocity.
Well, it's
Oh, my goodness. Invitation.
all I know is I had to call Rez last year and say, why aren't we ever having it in the unions? And I used my own dime.
Actually, last year.
I know the answer, guys. It was Alfie Christian.
Why is her name on this list that we can't find? This is not.
Let's take care of Alfie.
She's missing.
Because she was the first person to respond, she gets not only her stand back, she gets an envelope back. Okay. Here we go. You can have this mother-in-law. How many husbands you got?
That's 3. Other than
Three. Okay.
Elfie.
Come on.
How did you win that prize? You're on this list. They can't find you. They sent me that.
Now this, guys, is a very sensitive question. Who here, not quiet again, who here will admit to having the grayest hair, the most gray in your hair? Who can? Okay.
Sure.
Man here has the most girls in his family. How many girls do you have? How many girls are in your family? More than 4? Anybody got more than 4? Okay, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, I don't know your name. You got 4 too? Well, here's what the gift is. You guys decide. This is the gift. You decide what you want to do.
Here's some hints that she belongs to.
His and hers towels. Which girl here? I can't believe there's no more than 5 kids in the family. Which gal here has the most kids still living at home? Now I got 3. Who's got more than 3? All you kids are still at home.
Come on, you're on.
I guess get this gift too. Come on up.
No.
Well, watching the eggs and nest here. Is the newest father. Okay. Come on, guys. My mother was a grandmother at the age of 37, and she must have had about 10 grandchildren by our age. 5 months? Here's, you get another gift. How many gifts did you get so far? 2.
But they sent one back. We returned one.
The baby, this is very appropriate. A little red for the baby.
All right.
Okay. Wait a second, guys. Here. Kathy, come on up here with your fruit wrinkles. Everybody's fruit wrinkles back here.
Any girl that enters for marriage deserves to join me.
Wait a minute. She had the greatest hair, so means to have the most wrinkles. Who's gonna admit to having the most wrinkles? Not those wrinkles. Happy wrinkles. Who's gonna admit to the most wrinkles? I'm not gonna tell you.
So that table always was like that.
My kids promised me to bring this gift back upstairs to them. So going once.
Well, what is it?
I'm not gonna tell you. Scott Knuckles, come on up and get the guys, girls. Oh yeah. This is a little tool. You have to maybe vote at each table. Who would you think? Which girl in this room do you think has changed the most since 1964? Okay.
I don't remember you saying this much in high school. It's you. That's Barbara.
Okay, who changed the most? Okay, who are we saying?
Barbara.
We said it.
Yes.
Barbara, come on up.
She didn't even go to in case anyone didn't know, her hair is a different color. I
Okay, so that Barbara can recognize herself and get to see the real her, she's got a
We've all, yeah.
Joanne.
Except you're skinnier. Wait since high school. Bobby Duras. It's a 10-year reunion, Bobby.
I was 100.
Which guy Okay, guys, with these kids, I expect you to have a lot more kids than this is kind of screwing us up here. Who here has the most? Who here has the most combination? Children and grandchildren. How many? 9? Okay, you have, okay, we got a winner, come on up. Everybody, keep track of everybody's birthday and everything else that goes on during the year. Congratulations. I'm always so proud. Okay.
Worry about it. We all look so good. They call us grandma. We should be lucky. Because we look nothing like our grandmas ever. So we should all be proud to be called grandma. You know, I really expected to get here and everybody looked like twerps. I called Jim.
Ready?
You won't believe it. They look gorgeous.
Lost.
Women are the
Wait.
We look like dorks when we're in high school.
1964.
I lost the whole person. Are you kidding me?
I lost 40 pounds pregnant, so I don't know. This doesn't include pregnancy.
next question.
That wasn't one of my questions, but somebody who never got to the state of Illinois, never had education.
I did all my schooling. Do you mean no one did your or never did anything? Oh, I'm sorry,
Who
Ted.
is 35 and never got.
Sorry.
Traveled most extensively. Who else? Japan.
I say most exception.
She's a Japan.
Okay.
Japan, we have.
Hey guys. China and Japan. I've been to Yugoslavia. It doesn't
More than 10.
How many
I
miles?
tell you, theater. That's great.
You said you were a hooker. I am too. She's an airline hooker. You hook on the planes, right? I don't know. I don't know how many Texas sales.
In November Fest, in December Fest, January Fest.
I was in Munich. I was in.
Okay, come on up. Let's get this over with. Okay, here's the bell. Courtesy. Wait, to put down your license check. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, this might be sensitive. That's the only way I get it quiet in the room here is if I say it's sensitive. Guys, this is very sensitive. Improved girl here since 1960. The most improved.
Room 2264, right after the ceremonies this evening.
Okay, my mother would appreciate that, your company. Okay. Okay. Who here is the longest married? I married 20 years. It's me, and I was in college.
25 years to
What? Okay, how don't you remember?
You don't remember.
Come on up.
Go up, says sit down.
Here's your prize. Listen, as a tape measure to measure it, so we'll check it out.
But first we have to determine who is the lucky recipient.
I'm not doing it to the girl.
She keeps saying. That's one I did. That's a 46. He's sucking it in, that's why.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy. Who won first of all? Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. Okay, who? What was the question? Okay, who is the newest mother? Yeah, nobody else wanted to admit to what I'm doing.
She's not 3 yet.
We need someone. Roger, table one. Come on up and donate. You can draw one from here and one from the other. It's not you. This is.
Anna Marie.
You won. Come on up.
Linda, can I take one of you now?
As well as
Say something to the camera. You have been the photographer all along? I bet. So much work.
Kim. Mr. Kennedy, come on up, Mr. Kennedy. This is this is Compton, like I tell you, from countryside. Home. So if you drink too much, you don't make it. It's extremely hard.
And you get a discount.
I happen to work there part-time. So,
Is it women's or men?
and Barbara Anderson. For dinner. Come on up.
You, Bob, go. Go, Mr. Martin.
You know his game. A bottle of wine. Okay, 4 tickets to AMC Theaters.
Feel like hitting?
Olive Garden restaurant. And there are several locations.
They were so glad to grab me.
Take the prize.
What did I do?
A bucket of condoms.
What did I do?
Fran, what are those two gorgeous plants there? Plants? Plants.
What vintage plant is that?
Fran, this goes with it.
Oh, this is, oh.
Fran, the whole set. This is the sample with the pics and the stars and the napkin. I used my corkscrew.
Okay.
Thanks, hon.
I don't know what this was.
That's
Something she can carry home a little bit in the plans. Patricia McKinley. Yeah. You have anyone? Take the camera off. Gretchen, what is? Oh, BG. That means Buffalo Girl. Candy? Okay? Say, help me talk to Judy Lofton.
Take your picture.
Guys, the table clock.
Right, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mom and Dad. Go with the camera. Linda, open. I got 2 more. Wait, I got 2 more.
Give her a choice.
Yeah, I want to go to a movie.
That's a better one now.
Kennedy wants this, obviously. I need that for my makeup artist. Whoever you are.
Hurry up, we gotta get this over with. Come on, go. Okay, where do you live? Oh, that's fine. We can go to hey, to Professor Von Theater. Because sitting there right now is Ann. Teresa Burchett. The yellow pages. We got tickets to the Allen Drive, which is a really famous Italian restaurant. I'm out of here. Come on.
Go to board, Nora.
Hey, do that again. Wait a minute.
You turn left into the third. Eight ball.
Did you notice that?
Oh, let's do the bottle one. Nora, you're blowing my agenda. Hey, Nora. Our class song was Mother Beloved, and if there's any, Teresa Sherry has been the one who has gathered all the information about what we've been doing for the and back in the corner of the room, before you leave, please take this compilation of where we've been for the last 25 years. You've also been passed out the words. And before we get into Rapture's song and then adjourn to Rapture and get really cranky,
Is this the dancing part?
I'd like to really thank the people that have worked real hard on putting this together. Mary Ellen Grimes has been working real hard on all those wonderful projects.
Thank you.
Our resident camera person has been working real hard this evening. We'll see the results of that in a few weeks.
3 minutes,
It's
not
been
3
really
weeks.
kind of a fun get together. The feeling has been that, hey, let's have a standing kind of a thing every year. It's really my secretary.
And the secretary.
Right. God bless that. Resting your fingers right now.
Does anyone remember how the tune of My Beloved goes?
Have you guys taken the opportunity to look at our memorabilia board? Do you remember these things?
I tried that.
Do you remember the letter we got with our graduation diploma?
No.
No? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step.
Oh, what a new phrase. Who ever thought of that?
And as you go, may God His choicest blessings on your shower. What life may bring to you, only He can know, and He alone can give your soul His power. To meet each crisis bravely, and to be true to yourself, and true to those you love. Dare to do right and walk unceasingly, in friendship with the King of Kings above. Climb every mountain, remember the skies, ford every stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. A dream that will mean all the love you can give every day of your life for as long as you live. Congratulations, class. Remember?
that I mean, all of us, when we were in the old school, knew very well. And she, I mean, when I started with Miss Value, I remember that she weighed us all in. We started with Resurrection. I weighed in at 98 pounds, and I always wondered how I ever grew so big. You know, I mean, it was a real issue. She really tried to tell us that, oh, there's Bobby going, as if it was going to help. But she did. I knew her, and she knew much more about nutrition. She knew much more about exercise. She knew much more about anything. And she was ahead of her time and unfortunately died of cancer very, very early in her life. So my tribute is to Miss Vallow, who died much too early and was a very good friend of all of ours, and to her. And things have changed.
Tell me better.
The most important thing was the first prayer of the morning addressed God as both mother and father. Yes, they did. At Resurrection High School.
The nuns weren't listening.
The nuns were listening. Sister Mary Consolata is now was the principal when I spoke there, because I graduated in the lower half of my class, and that was not appreciated by the faculty. But I remember all of you with great fondness. And you folks probably don't know this. My first day of Resurrection was in the middle of the year, and I ran up the wrong side of one of the staircases, and I knocked down a little nun. She was that I'm going to knock her right on her ass. It was real embarrassing. And she was so nice, and the first thing she said to me was, "You're new here, aren't you?" And she handled study hall, and freshmen and sophomores used to hide in those cabinets. She had that drawer full of candy bars. And
Very sweet.
yeah, really nice nun.
She got hit in the last month.
And freshmen and sophomores were hiding in the cabinets in study hall and jumping out to frighten her.
She did music. Was she in music also?
Yeah. Oh, you're in there. And they would come out of those cabinets on the north side of the room. And so it's great to see all of you, but I want to share that memory.
If you ever get a chance to go back to the old high school, you won't recognize it. The walls have all been wallpapered beautifully, very feminine. Wallpapered. The entire, all of our classrooms and Q Hooting, Charles' homeroom, everything, are all the nuns' bedrooms now. Who went back to her baptismal name was Sister Stephanie. She was the provincial in charge of that renovation at the time. But you just won't recognize the place. It's just beautiful. They really did a nice job.
Somebody said Sister Francis Teresa is no longer alive. Is that true?
No, she just, I don't know what she's doing.
Still here.
She's still around, yeah.
She gave me a name. She gave me a
She gave me an A in algebra after Sister Teresa gave me enough.
The only reason she gave me an A because my name teacher. Yeah.
They taught me at 4. And Strobe Red Buick. I'm sorry? The one that taught me at 4 and Strobe Red Buick. Who took math?
I took I was a chemistry major.
First year out of college, she taught that class.
Were you smart?
I don't remember who was that. I was failing third year Latin, I really was. And she was kind enough to average my grades together and give me a C in both. And I'm sure the rest of you have equally good memory. Mary Consolata. Table number 4 says, even though this is not a good story, it's their favorite.
Get out the dirt.
Here's the dirt. Someplace along the line in 1960, we all became very aware of things, and we became very radical. And we were probably the beginning of the radical group, which I'm very proud of all of us. We're starting to question what religion was about, why we were going to Mass on Sunday, why we were wearing those crummy chapel veils, why we were wearing white gloves, and why we couldn't wear knee socks to school. I mean, it really never made any sense to me why we couldn't do any of those things. But I mean, I remember Kathy Hirsch taking off her knee socks every year, you know, and putting them in, and we had to wear nylons and little black shoes, and white, and we all began to wonder why all this was important. And our parents, because they weren't paying a whole bunch of us to go to school, never
never agreed with us to question it. But does anybody remember that very dear young, not young, but a very dear, wonderful nun who really tried to understand what we were going through, and we drove her absolutely crazy, and they sent her to the crazy farm. And who was the nun they sent to the crazy farm? Is all I want to know. And she was great. She listened to us. She agreed with us. She agreed that we should question all of this. What do you think? Table number 4. Does anybody remember?
Sister Beatrice.
No.
Grace Marie. Renata.
Grace Marie! I think you're right. Oh, she was nuts to begin with.
Sister Grace Marie joined another convent. She left our convent. It's in the book. Who's got those big books?
It was Grace Marie?
Sister Grace Marie left our convent and joined another convent.
I'm going to say we really drove out of the nun.
Sounds good.
I mean, really. And we all question, why is there a God? We don't think there is one. We're all agnostics. I mean, what are we doing now? And does anybody remember? And we drove, who in the heck was this? That we remember that there probably was no God.
We went to the Jewish synagogue, remember?
You're absolutely right. That came out of a book. Who was it? You're absolutely right. Who was the nun? And we all, Ray Marie, you were leading the group to go back to, we drove her out of, nobody remembers? Ray Marie, who was it? You were there too. You were right in the forefront.
Religion class was the front page of the
That's right.
newspaper with the
On the people we drove crazy when we were in school. All right.
All away from her convent, so she could take is the rest of the story. Who was with who and who was married to who and how many times people have been divorced and how many times people have been remarried. But when you look back on all of this, what the hell difference does it make?
What's
If you're happy, you're happy. That's what really matters.
happy as you know it's
Classmates of mine and myself that used to go to the hub to go roller skating. And we would even sometimes go with our uniform skirts on, but we'd take our jackets off. And our great dream was to be invited by one of these greaser public school boys to skate doing a double skate. And we never were. We always stood on the side and were not invited to skate. And we talked to Sister Mary Aloysius about this. And we told her our problem, that we were never invited to skate. You're going to love this. She told us, don't worry about it. They'll skate with him, but they'll marry you.
She's leaving right from here, right? Go. Where's her right here.
Why not?
You saw
The guy I live with still asks the same question.
I really
Aging Joanne.
And I didn't know until last week I looked at
And sooner or later,
Hello, Albert. I'm here. There's no man. There's no man. Don't start the divorce papers.
I invited all of them.
we represent him. I'll respect you.
I thought that the videos were done.
I guess not.
I guess not.
They told me to take some more.
Now,
I can throw it back.
I know the best results. I mean, at least as far as okay, you ask.
what the hell?
Twist their arm. Say, here, none of this excuse business.
I said to Ron, did you want to go to this? And he goes, no. He didn't even give it a thought. No.
I didn't get my notes. It says the Leatherman.
I didn't want to drag it. He went 5 years ago. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm just kidding, everybody.
Okay, I'm about it.
I found the Zoom, Linda.
I'm having an affair with this one.
I got an award for putting my finger through my pants.
You deserve it. You deserve it. All right.
Right?
All right.
I want a new pair of videos. Alphabetical, she was always in front of me. Hello, Norris, and the Fitz.
A little turn here, dear. This is osteoporosis.
She was there, and she's been
That's really a nice person.
I mean, I just I gained all this weight. You did that.
She was afraid.
Oh, you're so macho.
Give that.
We didn't have a good talk. It's gonna go down in there.
Science. Science. What do you do for a living, Linda? What honestly do you do?
All right, we're gonna like you looked in high school. If anybody looked exactly like they did in high school, you did.
In high school, I tried to make my hair straight because it was curly, and I gave up. After 44 years, I just let it.
Mine did in high school.
But she is the one person that won the award for changing.
Frank, you've always give me a
All right, now we're ready. Rolling.
I think all of us look a lot better than we ever did.
Radical behavior I saw at Resurrection last year, saluting God as both mother and father. I think the next step is they're going to go co-ed. May our sons be as courageous as our daughters. Honest to God. Carolyn's fault.
It's the way you put it, Karen, and no one's home.
He's an astrologer.
Somehow I lost
You're not an astrologer, you're always published.
But it's the way you put it. It was a sarcastic tone.
That's because he and I had many arguments about the nature of science. My son.
The fourth cigarette you've lit up since I
Do you care?
Yes, I do.
She always smokes, and I can remember.
But not one.
And she
on top,
always
but
noticed how
my
many
mind,
cigarettes
my
I
mind.
get too.
You know, there are people here whose lives are dying as you smoke.
I did.
Say that first. We are all the dying, taking care of the dying is from Cicero in one of his speeches, which I learned.
See this tonight?
No. We're all going to get a copy. I sent him my $10. Who did I give?
Well, she said something about you having the wine. You just took it all anyways. Carolyn.
Somebody's making a profit on this.
Would you like me to dance with you? Oh, and
I mean aerobic.
Okay, you're sweating it off.
I'm sweating away.
So then what do you do about the rest of the afternoon because you've been sweating?
Well, you know, none of us sweat that. I do better than I sweat a lot. But what I do is when I take my jacket off. I wear a jacket all day at work. And I take my jacket off for walking, put on my flat shoes, I have a short sleeve top, and I just go out, and everybody walks in the office all like, a lot in Barrington. It's really bad. Sort of Barrington, Lake George. So I come there. It's right on Route 12.
Nothing better than doing that than
You're on 14. I do the best I can. Then I put the jacket back out. And it really does. I just had to wear the top I was wearing. The jacket, amazingly enough, because I don't wear that when I walk. I took it off in the office and I wear my flat shoes and I kind of sponge it off and I come back in and do it.
And I hear it.
There's
They're too long.
don't want to be in the picture.
All right, tell me when it's on.
Happy holidays. Wait a minute, guys, we are missing people in the other room. That's all right.
It's all right, you'll peek around the corner, Ed.
Who's this turn?
Hi. Hang on, so we don't fall.
Smile.
Hi. But you have a few more in the other room. We gotta catch Dave. Get the other guys.
I'm supposed to scan the area.
Oh, well, let's try a little Latin.
Okay. Are you ready for the encore? Wait a minute, let me get that.
Here we go.
Is that red light on?
Compared to what our teachers taught us.
Don't get me wrong, I love it.
Have a tequila, have a tequila.
I love your
Hey, the red light's still on.
You will be there.
Beats me, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, looks like it.
Bye, bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care. See, now next time, I hope so. How do we get back?
Who's the perpetrator?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember who was the
How many tapes? How many hours?